Capital Community Media's presentation of high school basketball. Tonight's game features the South Salem Saxons and the West Salem Titans. Hello, everyone. Ron Hittner here, and thanks for joining us in CC Media's coverage of Central Valley Conference basketball. Joined tonight by Tori Van Cleve. And Tori, we should have a really interesting game tonight, an old rivalry here in Salem featuring two teams that are fighting for state playoff spots.
Absolutely. So West defeated South at their first matchup this season, 83-78. We'll have one more matchup this season on February 25th. And as a reminder, the top three teams in the Central Valley Conference will get an automatic bid in the state playoffs, with the fourth and fifth teams fighting for an at-large.
And four of the Central Valley Conference teams are currently in the top 16 in the OSAA rankings. Sprague, of course, leading the league, and they're ranked 7th in the state right now according to OSAA rankings. But both these two teams here are also in the top 16, and that top 16 is so important, Tori, because it means you get to host a playoff game.
That's huge. Being able to host at home is a big deal, especially in the playoffs.
And of course, you mentioned with three teams getting the automatic bid, that means the other two teams are fighting for those at-large bids. Right now, McNary in fourth place in the league is positioned very well, being in the top 16. North Salem, who's in fifth right now, is right in that bubble of trying to get in there. The top 32 is where you want to be. So these two teams tonight are relatively comfortable in the overall OSA rankings as far as at least qualifying for the state playoffs, even if they don't finish in the top three. But again, that home court can be such a huge advantage, as you know, in state playoff games.
Absolutely.
Again, thanks for joining us here at West Salem High School for this rivalry game, one of the fiercest rivalries in Salem. West Salem, South Salem is always a good matchup, and we have two teams that feature very similar starting lineups from an experience standpoint. Both teams are featuring a couple of seniors, a couple of juniors. Probably the one outlier is West Salem with the freshman starting Jonah Munns, who's a lone freshman starting for both teams. But otherwise, both teams have a pretty experienced lineup.
Yeah, and with the first matchup being such a close one, this one's bound to be a fun one to watch as well. We
were talking as the JV game was going, Tori, that, boy, not sure what kind of crowd it's going to be tonight, but the West Salem side for certain is starting to fill in. That student section's filling in, the parent section's filling in nice, so we should have a nice crowd for tonight's game.
Absolutely.
As we look at the very officiating crew here tonight, a very experienced officiating crew, something that you would expect in a game of this kind of high profile. And certainly the Salem Officials Association do a great job of where they assign officials and getting the most experienced officials and the strongest teams at the most important games on that particular night, which has become harder and harder thing, Tori, as they've gone to the three-man crew. That means you're adding 50% more officials on any particular night. But they've done a really good job, I think, of filling in even the small school games they've gone to this year. They've had strong officiating crews, and they do such a good job of evaluating and training officials now. As one of the last games that we did, and talking with Dave Failer, and Dave is now one of the officials that helps monitor officials and grade them and help them get better. It's such an important piece of that. So,
well, I tip my hat to them. I have officiated, and I don't want to be in their shoes always. They have a tough job.
Certainly do. All right, we're about to get started here with the starting lineup, so we'll take a break from us just for a few minutes while the starting lineups are announced, and we'll be right back to you after those starting lineups and announcement of officials and coaches are provided to us. Again, thanks for joining us here on CC Media and our coverage of Central Valley Conference basketball with the South Salem Saxons visiting the West Salem Titans. Should be a great one for us tonight here at West Salem High School.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to John Tord on the campus of West Salem High School for tonight's Central Valley Conference boys basketball matchup between the visiting Saxons of South Salem High School and your West Salem Titans. Before we get tonight's game underway, we ask that you please rise and remove your caps. for the playing of the national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visitors from South Salem. At forward, the 6'3" senior, number 3, Kevin Sam. At forward, 6'3" junior, number 5, Brayden Cleaner. At forward, 6'2" senior, number 11, Joshua Keith. At guard, a 5'11" junior, number 14, Keegan Scott. And finally, at guard, 6'2" junior, number 22, Tico Westbrook. The Saxons are head coached by Kip Ione. And now let's meet the starters for the Titans of West Salem. At guard, 6'1" junior, number 2, Evan Woodson. At guard, 6'2" junior, number 3, Jacob Sanderson. At guard, 6' freshman, number 4, Tony Moon. At forward, 6'3" senior, number 5, Tyler Hawkins. And finally, at forward, 6'6" senior, number 15, Tyler Sommer. And Salem is head coached by Dean Sanderson. Then the OSAA requested you upgrade inspired safety, color, acceptance, and respect. We call it being a star. Show your enthusiasm, show your spirit, and show respect as well. Show our students a supportive active spirit which they can be their best, and they might just show you greatness. Thank you for your cooperation, and enjoy tonight's contest.
Welcome back to West Salem High School, South versus West. And here's the tip-off. Saxons possession, West Salem immediately full man pressure. Westbrook on top, right wing. And the Titans half-court man-to-man. Scott can't get the drive, kicks it back outside. And we get a travel there, good defense by Tyler Sommer.
I like the energy so far there defensively.
First turnover of the game goes to the Saxons, and it'll be Titan basketball in their backcourt. Sanderson to the high post. They're looking inside, lob to Sommer, just a little bit high, can't get it to go. I think the timing there, Tori, was just not quite right, and the pass was just a little hard for him to try to go up and get that. Westbrook with the drive cut off, cross-court pass. Scott with the drive, and it may have gone off his leg. It's a no. Not tipped out of bounds.
South definitely looking to attack already tonight.
Westbrook with the inbounds. Long pass to Scott.
Always a little bit of a risky one.
It is a risky one. Scott with the pull-up jumper from 12 gets it to go. Tegan Scott get the Saxons a 2-0 lead early. Sanderson gets the ball back from Summer. Summer inside, ball knocked away. Block shot by Westbrook, and the Saxons come the other way. Crossover looks for Westbrook, cutting, not there. Scott, long shot outside. Can't get the three to go. Summer with the rebound. Sanderson quickly up. Munns gets it to go. Tough baseline shot from the short corner.
Number 5, Braden Fleener. His first, team's first.
Fouls on Fleener.
At the line, shooting 1 for West Salem.
And the freshman Munns, the nice play early, Tori, on that short corner.
Yeah, I'm impressed, especially coming from a freshman, having the control over his body to be able to finish like that.
A lot of confidence to shoot that one, go through the foul and score, gets the three-point play to go. And it's 3-2 West here early. Scott almost loses it, corrals the bad pass, and initiates the offense with a high pick and roll. Double team drive goes, not there, and we're going to get a player control foul.
Number 5, Braden Fleener. His second.
Fouls on Fleener, and that's his second personal, Tory. And that results in an early sub with Jackson LaPrey coming in to replace Fleener. Second foul for Fleener, as Jonah Munns did a nice job getting position under the basket and taking the personal control foul.
That's tough when you pick up 2 so early.
Run and jump trap from the Saxons, but the Titans break it. Hawkins with 2 for the Titans. Westbrook with the drive baseline gets double teamed. Still be there basketball. Brett Gill comes into the game for the Saxons. Scramble screen, almost gets to look at it. Good defense, Titans so far, Tori. They're really moving their feet on defense. We get a hold on the baseline on Hawkins. That'll be his first personal.
Yeah, you're talking about defense. They've really been doing a great job pressuring there on baseline, and that offside help's been prepared every time.
They really have. They've cut off a lot of drives. You can tell Saxons are looking to attack the basket. And a wild pass in the inbounds. And we're going to get a foul on that drive. Hawkins will go to the line shooting 2. We're going to get a foul on South Salem.
That was some nice ball movement that's earning them those free throws here.
Foul on Kevin Sem for South. That's his first personal, 13th foul of this quarter. Hawkins at the line hits the first free throw. He'll get one more.
We're going to take another look at that here.
And Hawkins finishes, hits both. And scores 7-2, Titans with an early lead. Westbrook directs the Saxons offense down screen. Across the middle drive, tries to go inside. Tough one to see. Coach Dean Sanderson wants it off of South, but that's a tough one for officials to see on the baseline. I think that was the right call there. It happened so quickly. Went through a lot of arms. Long three doesn't go. Summer with the block out and rebound. And the Saxons continue to look to pressure in the run and jump. Woostig. Summer gets it on the low block. Turns right shoulder and gets it to go. Nice touch off the backboard.
With some physicality there too.
The Titans with good early execution both in the offense and defensive end. Sam on top, looks to go one-on-one with Summer guarding him. Westbrook guarded by Munn's cross-court pass. Scott can't get that one to go. Long rebound on the three. And Sem can't get that one to go, but they're going to get another look at it. However, that one goes awry. And the Titans come down to this end. Shot doesn't go, but we're going to get a foul on South and 2 shots. Jackson LePray with the foul.
You know, South was really giving themselves several chances there, hitting the boards hard, but just couldn't quite capitalize. And then coming down, West gets a shot off the break.
Sanderson at the line, again, coach's son. Hits the first one. Joshua Feek back in the game for the Saxons. Gives Sem a break. Again, 14 fouls on the Saxons, so the Titans will be in the bonus the rest of this quarter. Second one does not go for Sanderson, and the lead is 8 at 10-2. Westbrook with a nice drive. Spin move goes. Lustig knifes through the 2 defenders. Sanderson inside. Ball's knocked away from Hawkins. And LePray brings it up. Westbrook creates a little space for himself and scores with the 8-foot jumper in the key. Lustig out to Munns, a little floater, doesn't get it to go. Westbrook high for the rebound. And the Saxons come the other way. Sanderson got a hand on that one. Big Sladek will enter the game, replacing Lustig. That gives the Titans a very formidable duo inside, a couple of 6'6" players inside. We'll see what they do offensively there. And they've moved defensively to a zone.
They've definitely already been looking to push it inside, so.
2-3 zone for the Titans with the 2 bigs in right now. Westbrook, long three, gets it to go. And all of a sudden, a 7-0 run by the Saxons. And Westbrook with the block, but he followed through and got Sladek.
Both teams doing a great job looking up the floor, really, to push that ball.
Big Sladek will be at the line, shooting 2, 15 foul on the Saxons this quarter. You're right, Tori, that was very good eye. As soon as the outlet player received the ball, their eyes were up looking, and they saw Sladek running on the far side. Ball rims in and out for Sladek. Westbrook will get a break. Sladek with a second attempt again. The Titans trying to stem a 7-0 run by the Saxons. Second shot goes. Lustig returns.
You know, both teams really have had quite a few substitutions already, keeping the guys fresh. That's got to be nice as the coaches to have that confidence to be able to go through your bench and be able to count on your guys and the different matchups that you're going to have.
Absolutely. Both teams going deep so far. 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. South Salem trails West Salem 11-9. Long three doesn't go. Lustig with the rebound and pushes the ball up the right side. Munns looks inside, finds the trailer. Sanderson open for the three, and he hits him. And West Salem answered that 7-0 run with a now a 4-0 run of their own. Push the lead back up to 5 at 14-9. Again, West Salem staying in their 2-3 zone, even though Sladek did come out. Scott can't get the three to go. Summer with the long rebound. Outlet. Tyler Hawkins with the pull-up jumper from 12 on the left wing. And now these Titans with the 6-0 run of their own. Again, more substitutions coming in as Hudson Whipple will enter for the first time for West. Sem back in the game for South. Also Ryan Collier is entering the game for South.
I like seeing the pressure here.
2-2-1 press, and It works as the Titans see a long pass, but a little too far. And the switch-up defenses by South pays off. See if they could take advantage of the turnover. Torrey coming back the other way. West on a 6-0 run right now. Just over 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter at West Salem High School. Thanks for joining us. CC Media's coverage of Central Valley Conference basketball. Steal by Munns on top. He's going to go solo on this one and score.
This is going to be a key set for South here after a couple turnovers.
Fadeaway jumper in and out. Boy, that thing was down. Couldn't quite get it. And again, Whipple releases on that one. Nice pass by Sanderson.
That was a great job by Sanderson being able to look straight up and see where his guys are.
Left three, doesn't get it to go. And the ball hit the support. Ryan Collier couldn't get it to go for South. Quick shot going that way, and it'll be Titan basketball. Now, the last time we saw this 2-2-1, it resulted in a turnover. We'll see what the Titans do with it this time. Woostig, nice job, just keeping his eyes up. Sanderson looks inside and fortunate to get it back. 15 on the shot clock. Sanderson with the shot clock running down, 5 seconds left. They're going to need a shot. Munns recognizes it. Step back three after the fake and gets it to go. Go to Munns. Big three, pushes the lead up to 14. We're going to get a blocking call on that one. Before the shot, though, it'll be on the baseline.
I believe that's going to be on Munns.
You called it, Torrey, and that's his first personal second team foul. Munns gets a nice ovation as he comes out. Titans will stay in their 2-3 zone on the baseline, out of bounds play by the Saxons. 40 seconds to go. Westbrook turnaround jumper gets it go, just elevated above everybody and stems the 13-0 run that the Titans had going. And a turnover coming the other way. Westbrook pull-up jumper, not maybe the smartest shot there. 2-on-1 in transition. If it goes, you look good. If it doesn't go, not the smartest shot ever.
If it doesn't, you hope you got some more rebounders.
Absolutely.
Than that.
But the Titans can't capitalize coming the other way. Shot clock is off. The Saxons have the ball with 10 seconds to go. Three, nothing but air. Scott, however, gets a rebound, tries to go out of bounds. 3 seconds left. And we're going to get a bucket. At the buzzer, we're going to get a bucket by Hudson Whipple and a foul on South Salem. Going to go on Joshua Feek. First personal. And Hudson Whipple. Hudson Whipple be at the line shooting one, Torrey. Both teams go to their benches with the clock out. And Whipple hits it. And our score at the end of the first quarter here at West Salem High School. West Salem 26 and South Salem 11. And Torrey, that was a quarter of runs, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. And that's tough if you're South to finish that way, giving West that momentum. That's tough to come back, and it's going to be key now how the rest of the game goes if they come out really ready to fight.
Yeah. Let's take a look at some highlights of the first quarter here. See South with Scott, who had a nice first quarter. Hits the pull-up jumper. They've done that multiple times, Tori. That long pass on the inbounds, like you said, that could be a little dangerous
They
sometimes.
have, and they've finished some really tough jumpers there.
That was the one you mentioned earlier with Munns on that short corner, and just a tough shot going through the foul.
Especially as a freshman.
Absolutely. A little contact, but Hawkins able to finish inside for the Titans.
West really looking to push it inside there, especially early on.
Summer with a nice finish off the board. Good touch. Westbrook with a nice spin move there. He had a few nice buckets.
He had several really tough finishes there.
Long three from Westbrook. Got it to go.
And shows that he can shoot it outside too.
That's right. Here West with a nice hit of the trailer out of transition. Sanderson hits the three. Back to live action here, start of the second quarter at West Salem High School. Tori Van Cleve, Ron Hinner, and the entire CC Media sports crew. Thanks for joining us on Capital Community Media. West Salem leads South 26-11. Munns opens with the three.
That's a dangerous player to leave up top.
He's having a good game so far, Tori, no question. You can see why he's starting as a freshman. And South will come back the other way. We might get a stop here. We might have some blood. South Salem player hitting the nose, I believe, or the eye. I think that might have been LaPrey. Jackson LaPrey, I think, took a shot to the face as the transition was coming the other way, and the teams are going to have to come to their benches while they clean up some blood on the floor.
You know, if you're Coach Ione for the Saxons, I think you're at this point taking advantage to tell the guys, you know, you're keep fighting, but maybe let's be smarter about our decision making. Let's take a moment, really be smart about the choices, the shots that we're taking, move the ball a little bit, see your options. That frenetic pace, I think, is catching up with them sometimes.
And especially when you're in a game of runs like we're in right now. They're down 18 right now, which is not good. But if it was a low-scoring slog of a game, that would really be bad because neither team. In this case, teams are scoring in bunches. So if you can just get some stops, you know, you can get back into it in a hurry and make it competitive again.
Absolutely, yeah. It can almost be demoralizing as a player to just look at the scoreboard that way. But I guarantee as they're playing this game, it doesn't feel that way. It's going to feel a lot closer when you're playing a game of runs like that.
Absolutely. And I'm not sure if they got the the blood cleaned up. I think the teams went to their benches, but I don't know if they got everything cleaned up. So the teams were kind of just taking a break. Came up. So everybody was definitely took care of the job, except nobody was cleaning up the blood. So
they had some in-game adjustments to do.
That's
right.
the
important thing.
That's right. And Tori, you mentioned at the end of that quarter with you know, the three-point play to finish the quarter, you know, just gave West Salem some momentum going in, and then they come right out with Munns hitting a three out of the gate, and that could be pretty demoralizing. So these next couple minutes could be really important for South. They do not want to let this lead get bigger, or it could be over early. They need to stay in touch at least, even if they don't come back and make a game of it right now. At least stay in touch for now.
Sure, the pattern of the runs, that can only get you so far, right?
Absolutely. Looks like the Titans are going to start in its zone, 2-3 zone. They went to that zone latter third of the first quarter and have kind of stayed in it most of the way since then. Good ball movement by the Saxons. That's the key in that 2-3. If you can get that ball in that inside there, and they're floating their best athlete, Westbrook, in the middle there to let him operate. And the left three goes.
By Litchfield. Nice hit there.
Lefty gets it to go. Big bucket for the Saxons, cuts it to 15. Munns with it on top. Saxons have moved to a zone of their own. Looks like a 1-3-1. Nice effort. Moving the basketball, and that is very vulnerable with the 1-3-1 on that weak side pass.
Absolutely. That short corner below.
Nice play to corral that, keep it from going out of bounds. Scott on top, kicks it. Fleener didn't have anything, kicks a long three on the other side, goes long, and the Saxons are coming, or the Titans are coming the other way. And Whipple hesitated and maybe should have gone up with it, but let the player fly by, still gets fouled.
Benjamin Litchfield, his first, team's first. Into the game for South Salem, number 12, Brett Gill.
Litchfield with the foul. That's his first team foul of the second quarter. Several substitutions for both teams here. And Whipple was on the floor, no shot there, so it'll be baseline basketball for the Titans.
Keeping the guys fresh like that, I'd expect to see some full court pressure.
Lustig very close to that half-court line. No violation. And the three goes. Nick Sladek. Nice when you can have a 6'6" guy step out and hit that one. And the Saxons go for their biggest lead of the game at 20. Westbrook doesn't get it to go. Sanderson high for the rebound. Smartly keeps the ball himself. Lets the offense get set up. Saxons back to their man-to-man. Ball tipped out from behind by Litchfield. And we're going to get a 60-second timeout taken by the Saxons. Coach Kip Ione taking the 60-second timeout to talk about things.
That kind of play that we just saw, that's where having the three-man officiating crew is helpful with all those different angles. That's hard if you're the baseline guy.
Let's take a look at that last play.
Got Munns kicking it out there for a nice shot, as you said earlier, by Sladek.
And, you know, what the Titans are, I like what Coach Sanderson is doing, Tori. They've gone, you know, Sladek didn't start. So they have the one big in there, but then 4 guards working with them. Now they've gone, Sladek has been in there a little bit more, but they've kept Summer in the game to give him 2 players, and clearly Sladek can shoot outside. So that makes it pretty dangerous because now they have 2 bigs in there, which makes it very difficult, South Salem, on how they're going to match up on the defensive end.
Yeah, that's tough, especially if they go back to that 1-3-1 like you were saying. You can expose a lot of weaknesses out of there when you've got guys that versatile.
Titan ball on the baseline. They're going to go with the box set here. Screen the screener underneath, nothing there, and long pass is going to go to Woostig in the backcourt. Guarded closely by Litchfield. Sanderson on top. 10 seconds left on the shot. Munns has the basketball. Sladek looks. Summer, nice floater. Again, with the size advantage there, he can get that shot just about any time he wants in there. He's got several inch height advantage over those players inside once he gets the ball. Saxons move the ball around the perimeter. Looking in for Westbrook. Titans are doing a pretty good job, Tori, of kind of dropping in and doubling Westbrook inside to try to keep the ball out of his hands. 3 goes for the Saxons, big bucket.
3-point basket by Brett Gill.
Gill with the basket for the Saxons. Cuts the lead to 19. Summer doesn't get that one to go.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see from South's perspective here coming down the floor, if they stretch those guards out a little further and really work on that ball movement, if they can't open up Westbrook a little more, force West to move defensively a little bit more and rotate out of that zone than they have been.
Of course, if they can knock down a couple of those threes by moving that basketball and getting open shots, that will open up the middle a little more for them. That 3 doesn't go. Good block out by Summer, and the Titans push the ball the other way. Nice pass, lead pass, and Sladek can't get it to go. Boy, a nice pass from Sanderson. Scott with the drive, and Coach Sanderson wanted to push off by Scott. Foul's going to be on Sladek.
Good position by Sladek there, but if you turn like that, an official's rarely going to give you that call. I think we're going to get another look at it here. Nice, tough drive. Still moving that feet a little bit. You turn that shoulder, you're not going to get that call.
Absolutely, Tori. (36-20), 16-point lead. Saxons have cut into what was a 22-point lead by the Titans at one point here in the second quarter. Good pressure and knocked away. Saxons another opportunity to cut in further. Just a little over halfway done with the second quarter, and we're going to get a foul on the base or on the sideline there.
Scott's been doing a great job for South, really attacking the bucket hard and really trying to draw some of those fouls.
He really has. Trying to make some things happen and draw the defense in. The foul was on Hawkins. And we're going to get a 30-second timeout taken by West Salem. And Tori, I think Coach Sanderson is looking, saying, "Hey guys, we're up 22. This game's not over. They're on a 6-0 run right now. We got to, start." I think their last couple of possessions, it didn't seem like they were moving the ball quite as well on West Salem's side. So
yeah, I mean they had some nice opportunities. Like we had a nice back cut at one point. I think we're going to take a look here on South's nice shot that they had, one of the 3-pointers earlier. But yeah, I think that the opportunities are there. It's just not quite getting those angles, not quite making just the right decisions. Really just that comes down to settling down and taking a moment to really see what you got, make the right decision.
That's the one danger of those early big leads. And nice return to the inbounder as Westbrook steps in and scores. 14-point game. Sanderson cross court, Summer. Inside to Summer, cross court, Munn's wide open three, can't get this one to go, but we're gonna get 3 on the foul.
You leave yourself susceptible for that good ball movement, which West has been doing well, but I really do like the trap option from South of putting on that pressure in some ways that they haven't been. Continuing to fluster West a little bit.
They have, I agree with you. They've ramped up their defensive aggressiveness some. Unfortunately resulted in a foul there, but overall it's been really good the last few possessions. Elliot Carmichael-Cone picked up that foul. That's his first foul. Second team foul on the Saxons as Munns hits the first 2 of 3. Last one goes off back iron, but he did hit 2 and pushes the lead back up to 16. Behind the back dribble, nothing there. Scott hits the 3. And the 5'11 junior is having a nice game. Gonna get a foul on Westbrook there, I believe. Second personal foul on Westbrook, third team foul in the quarter. Just over 3 minutes to go here at West Salem High School, where South Salem trails the West Salem Titans 38-25. Troy Van Cleve, Ron Hinner, and our CC Media sports crew bringing you all this Central Valley Conference action. And the double team comes early. Summer gets it back, high post, kicks to Woostig, wide open on the weak side. He knocks it down.
That's a nice kick.
Good help by West on the drive, but no backside rebound. Oh, too bad. But Scott with the steal. Smartly controls it. That pass somehow found its way to Westbrook. Can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, cross court. Baseline drive. Summer might have been able to take Scott with another rebound. Boy, what work he is doing on the inside.
Absolutely. And honestly, a pretty good rotation there on that series by West, but there at the end, you still gotta, you gotta rotate. You're out of position a little bit. You gotta find somebody to box out. Scott keeping him alive there.
Fouls on Tyler Summer. That's his first personal, 13 foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls here in the second quarter. Scott at the line, shooting 2 hits, the first one. Again, more subs coming in. Sladek back in for West Salem.
Here we get another look there at Scott just working hard in the key.
Gets both free throws to go. Is rewarded for that hard work. And brings the lead back to 18 at 43-25. Sladek brings the ball up. Double teams as he crosses half court. Good ball movement underneath Summer. Ball's knocked away. And Scott comes out that he eyes what's going on. Spin move, cross court. Good recovery by the Titans to get out on the shooters. And we're going to get a player control foul there. Munns. They're in great position.
Into the game for West Salem, number 22, Hudson Whipple.
Saxon foul on Elliot Carmichael Cohn, his second personal, 14th foul. And the Saxons with some denial in there, and we're going to get a foul, and that's going to result in free throws. Munns will be shooting 2.
His first, team fifth.
Fouls on Brett Gill. First personal, again, 15 foul. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half at West Salem High School. Again, thanks for joining us in CC Media's coverage of Central Valley Conference basketball. Ron Hittner, Tori Van Cleve, and our entire CC Media sports crew bringing you the action. Great camera work by our team again tonight, as always. Munns misses the first of 2. Titans will be in the bonus the rest of the way here in the first half. Hits the second, extends the Titan lead to 15 at 42-27. Again, just under 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Scott slowly brings the ball up court against the 2-3 Titan zone. Long 3 from Scott, doesn't get it to go off the back iron, but
Gill fights hard for that ball.
South Salem almost got that one, but West Salem comes up with it. Munns with the drive, gets it to go.
That was impressive.
Again, fought through the contact. Munns hits 2, and he'll get a chance.
That takes a lot of control to finish that.
Fouls on LaPrey, second personal.
I think we're going to get another look at that here. Getting the defender on their toes and then just really driving right into the D, slicing through, finishing hard against that contact.
Fights through it for 2, tries to get the old-fashioned 3-point play. Gets it to go. Extends the lead back up to 18 at 45-27. Just under a minute 30 to go here in the second quarter. Titans staying in their 2-3 zone. And ball touched last by Munns. Shot clock does not reset. There's 21 left on the shot clock for the Saxons. Westbrook back in the game for the Titans. He needs to avoid getting that third foul. He's got 2 right now. Nice.
That was a nice dish.
Good look, drew the baseline defenders up. Nice pass.
Over to Feek there on the finish, I think.
Feek with the 2 on the assist by Westbrook. And ball's knocked out of Sladek's hands, but he recovers. And we get a travel call.
I like the way both teams are fighting for the boards right now.
They're being very aggressive, and I love South's fight. They have not given this one up. They're battling in there, just need some shots to fall and get some stops on the other end. Definitely still in this game, down 16 at 45-29. Ball almost knocked out of Gill's hands on top with Westbrook. 3 from the corner doesn't go. Whipple can't get it to go, and Sanderson to Woostig. Woostig to Whipple on the drive, gets the 2 to go. And the 3-on-2 break results in 2 for the Titans.
West again, they're demonstrating how well they've been seeing the court.
Shot clock is off. West Salem did have 1 foul to give. Jacob Sanderson, first team, 14 foul. Saxons will be in the bonus if there's a foul here. And shot clock off, 12 seconds to go here in the second quarter.
This is big mentally if South can capitalize on this and score a bucket.
Absolutely. Scott with the ball in the corner. And we're going to get free throws out of that. Fouls on Jackson Hortel. First personal.
Here we're going to take a look here at Westbrook kicking it out. And you see that foul on the arm there.
Westbrook misses the first free throw, leaves it a little short.
Number 0, Ryan Collier.
Sanderson back into the game for West Salem, as is Tyler Hawkins. Give them a couple more ball handlers and probably long-distance launchers. They can fire one up. Can't get it to go. Munns, nice job getting the ball out to Hawkins. Hawkins loses control and had to fire up a wild one. Can't get it to go, but that ends our first half here at West Salem High School, where the Titans are holding on to an 18-point lead, 47-29 over South Salem. And Tori, it kind of, it kind of bounced between that 16 and 22-point area, but the Saxons, weirdly enough, they're still in it. And, they really couldn't just quite get over the hump there to carve it into, 10, 11, 12. But they're playing hard. And when you play hard, you're giving yourself a chance to get back into it.
Absolutely, yeah. Like we talked about, like if you're looking at the scoreboard, it doesn't really, it's not reminiscent of how close the game is really feeling on the court and what it looks like. That effort can get you a lot of places.
Yeah. One of the things I really liked that we saw there in the really at the end of the first quarter was Coach Sanderson making an adjustment, moving from man-to-man to zone. And I'm a big man-to-man guy. But strategically, it was the right thing to do. And it wasn't that their man-to-man was necessarily hurting them. But I think he saw what South's strategy was to attack them off the dribble. And with the athleticism of South, they were going to maybe get into the bucket a little bit more. Switches to that zone, takes advantage of the size that they had, and really did a good job just clamping down and keeping the Saxons out of the middle on that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you see what Scott and some of the others are doing and are capable of. Westbrook driving through, really making that contact, drawing those fouls. I think that was a smart defensive move as well.
Well, again, here, that's the end of the first half, where West Salem leads South Salem 47-29. Thanks for joining us here in Capital Community Media. This is Ron Hittner with Tori Van Cleveland. We'll be back with some first half highlights after this.
Fans, if we could please clear the court at this time.
Welcome back to West Salem High School, where the West Salem Titans lead the South Salem Saxons in this Central Valley Conference showdown, 47-29. Ron Hittner with Tori Van Cleve and our entire CC Media sports crew. Thanks for joining us here at West Salem High School on CC Media. Let's take a look at some first half highlights, Tori.
There have been some good ones.
There sure have.
On South Side, hitting some big shots out there.
Lefty
that
Litchfield.
Was from Litchfield. That was a nice kick from Munns in the corner over to Slottick. Again, some nice hits. I think that was from Gill on the Saxon side. We get another look at that shot there. Being able to hit those outside shots. You see one there from, I think that was maybe Scott out there. That's going to be key for them moving that West defense out of that zone.
Lustig with one from the corner for the Titans.
Westbrook has had some nice drives and dishes. There, that one was Defeat. And a nice finish by Lustig on that one.
3-on-2 break for the Titans. And as we look at first half stats, thanks to Mark Olchico from West Salem High School here providing us some of the stats. Mark's going to be working the ESPN game tomorrow for the Oregon State Santa Clara men down at Oregon State. So good to see him here tonight. Gave us some stats. Jonah Munns leading the West Salem Titans with 17. Had a big first half for sure. Slottick and Whipple combined for 13 on the South Salem side. Tico Westbrook led with 11, but Tegan Scott, I thought, really had a good first half. He scored 10 points, but like you were saying, Tori, he creates a lot of things.
Yeah, he really kept them alive several possessions. And those guys accounting for 72% of the Saxon scoring for the first half.
Well, we'll see what the Saxons can do here. They will start with the basketball as the possession arrow favors them to start the third quarter. Looks like the Titans are remaining in their 2-3 zone. We'll see what adjustments the Saxons have made to attack this zone. Cross-court pass on the baseline. Scott looks to attack. Looks like West Salem was very cognizant of Scott driving. Tico Westbrook can't get it to go in the corner, but tipped and kept alive. Nice job by the Saxons, working together as a team on the boards. Good fake by Scott. Hits the pull-up jumper from 18.
That was good patience demonstrated there by South.
They really needed a good possession there, Tori, to come out to start the third quarter, and they got what they wanted. Hawkins with a slip. Gets the travel call as the pivot foot move before he was able to put the ball on the ground. Great job by our officiating crew tonight. Saxons basketball trailing 16. Titans again have been in this 2-3 zone since late in the first quarter. 5-out offense by the Saxons with occasional cuts into the key. 3 is long. Sanderson pressured, and Titans are going to come the other way. Woostig tries to go corner to Munns, and Westbrook did a nice job hustling back, knocking it out of bounds. Be baseline basketball for the Titans in the corner. 6:44 here to go in the third quarter at West Salem High School.
One of the toughest spots to take it out underneath the bucket.
It really is. It limits what you can do on your baseline out of bounds plays. Sorry, you're right. Summer high gets a cutting Hawkins, but the ball's blocked out of bounds.
I love that high-low action, though. I think that's something South could be capitalizing on the other end of the floor as well a little more.
Titan basketball, and nice play. Kevin Sem knocks the ball out for the Saxons. Scott, wide open 3. And here come the Saxons.
He's feeling hot right now. When you got a player like that, you got to know where they are.
47-34. This is the closest the Saxons have been since early in the second quarter. Hawkins almost loses it, but maintains control and gets it to go. We're going to get a 30-second timeout taken by West Salem.
I was kind of waiting for that one.
And Coach Sanderson certainly, will take that last basket, but wasn't happy with how this quarter was going so far.
I think we're going to take a look at that last play here. Pretty well done, kind of fumbling for control there, recovering it, and then still being able to finish by Hawkins.
That's a tough shot to make when you fumble the ball going into taking that shot. It's very easy to leave that shot either short or go long with it and just not have the touch because you've been so focused on grabbing the basketball.
Absolutely, yeah. You got to collect yourself as you're going up.
Saxons basketball, we'll see what the Titans have done, if anything, to adjust. They're going to stay in their 2-3 zone. We'll see what sort of adjustments they made. Scott on top, gets a high pick. Westbrook thought about the 3, but Scott's wide open and hits another 3. And nice play by the Titans coming the other way, but Hawkins can't get it to go. And the Saxons with an opportunity here, Tori, to cut in the lead. Shots blocked.
That was a nice dish, though.
Was a nice play by the Saxons. I'll take the look that they got. Munns, good control again, can't get it to go, and Hawkins is going to get fouled on the, or Hawkins is going to foul on the rebound. Check that.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Third personal on Hawkins, first team foul. And he's going to get a break. Dick Sladek coming back in the game. Jackson LaPrey enters for the Saxons.
I'd be curious to see if Coach Sanderson, switches it up at some point and just to get a different look, go back to some man-to-man there, switch it up, especially with a couple of the Saxons guys being hot with their outside shooting right now.
Certainly they need to, they've been aware of where Westbrook has been, but they got to be aware of where Scott is right now. He's feeling it. He's had a good game in general, but he's certainly feeling it right now. up a little extra sweat.
That's what happens when you're working hard. I like it.
Westbrook will bring the ball up on the right side. Sanderson comes out to provide some pressure. And the Titans, there you go, Tori. They've switched to a man-to-man. Good call on that one. Scott kicks to the corner. 3 doesn't go. Great rebound. And Munns, I think we're going to get a foul from Munns.
A hard fall by LaPrey there.
And he didn't have anything help him. And he crashed to the ground on that tailbone. Went up high. Boy, he got up high on that one, too.
He did.
Go get that rebound. Let's see here.
We're going to take a look at that. Going in for that board. Falling just right. Takes a minute to catch your breath sometimes on that one.
Fouls on Jonah Munns of the Titans. Second personal foul. Also second team foul of the Titans. Excellent job by the official crew. I was wondering, they let LaPrey stay in, but as soon as the officials are called out and they stop, or the coaches are called out,
coach are coming on the court. Yeah, you got to go out.
Yeah, great work by the officials. So he has to be out for at least one possession. Quick three for the Saxons, and all of a sudden, Tori, we have a 9-point game. Saxons look to pressure some. Again, the Titans have a definite height advantage with a couple of six players in there. They try to go into Woostig. Ball's knocked away. And Woostig knocks the ball away from Scott. And Munns with the layup coming the other way. Important bucket for the Titans to stem the tide there, pushes the ball or the lead back up to 11.
You know, that all starts by Woostig having that awareness, court awareness.
Scott powers through. Tell you what, you wouldn't know he's 5'11" with that shot. He got up and powered through some bigs there. That foul's going to go on Kevin Sem. It's too bad for Sem on that one, Tori. The ball was actually passed where his hands were, and his arm just got caught up with the offensive player.
You know, you're just going to have some casualty fouls like that when you're playing that tough a D.
Absolutely. LaPrey back into the game for the Saxons, as well as a couple of other substitutions. Sanderson goes high. Woostig looking for a pick. And ball's knocked away. And unfortunately, going to get in trouble.
Impressed by, I think that was LaPrey being able to see Westbrook up the floor.
Summer got the ball knocked away there and then didn't get back quickly enough on defense, but unfortunately for South, they had to travel, and so the Titans benefit from that turnover. Avoid the lead being cut further, and they're going to try to look to extend their 9-point lead. Nice back cut pass to Sladek. Sladek's going to get the foul on the drive. It'll be a second personal. 13 foul on the Titans this quarter.
It's tough on that one. Just came out a little too flat flying out. You're going to get a foul.
Summer's going to get a break as Hudson Whipple comes in. Just under 3.5 minutes to go. Cross-court long pass. And Westbrook will survey from the top. Scott Carmichael Cohn in trouble on top, powers through on the baseline. That was Sem, and ball's knocked away. We're going to get a foul on the Saxons. And
you could almost see that one coming. Somebody was going to pick up a foul there going the other way.
Bray's got to be a little careful there with the quick flick of the pass back to the official after he called the foul. Sanderson trapped, and the Titans come out with a Woostig.
Nice look underneath from Munz.
That's a coach's son with that pass there. Saw the court, saw his teammate Munz, and hits him for 2. Saxons come back the other way with a nice pass. They're on the baseline, and Scott finishes with 2. Again, the Saxons coming out with some pressure here. Munz, pressure, loses the ball, recovers, gets trapped, but a little bit too aggressive by the Saxons on the sideline.
Munz under that pressure there. Didn't quite see Whipple on that other side. Would have been there for a nice kickover.
That's LaPre's 4th personal. 13 foul on the Saxons this quarter with 2:22 to go. LaPre will get a break. Joshua Feek returns, giving LaPre a break. Titans will get the ball in front of their student section. Munz takes the ball in the backcourt, guarded closely by Scott.
That's a tough one. I mean, even if it's clean, when you're reaching across with that other hand,
Absolutely.
you're just increasing your likelihood to get called. I think we're going to get a look at that here. Really like the pressure, but that other hand just coming through, putting any kind of pressure on.
14 foul on the Saxons. West Salem will be in the bonus the rest of this way. Hawkins got to be careful with the ball here as Westbrook very aggressive. And the foul's going to go on Westbrook. It'll be his 3rd, and the Titans will go to the free throw line now, shooting 2 as they go to the bonus.
This is here where, as a player, right, you don't need to go to your coach for this. You're going to make the in-game adjustment of, hey, they're calling it close. We're trying to be up and aggressive. You got to adjust just a little bit, especially with getting double bonus at 5 now.
Hawkins misses the first, he'll get a second.
Timeout, Saxons.
And South Salem's going to take a timeout.
30 seconds.
Going to take a 30-second timeout. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining here. Our score here, late in the 3rd quarter, West Salem leads South Salem 55-44. Ron Hittner, Tori Van Cleve, and our CC Media sports crew here at West Salem High School. We present the Central Valley Conference game to you.
All right, Coach, if you were Coach Ione in that timeout, what are you focusing on?
It's about your keeping your cool. And you just said it a minute ago, Tori, and that is, hey, our defense has gotten us into this, back into this game. Love the aggressiveness, but we got to have aggressiveness with cool, right? Keep your cool. We don't want West to win this game at the free throw line. We're doing great with our defense, so let's make them make shots. And again, both teams, 2 very well coached teams. Coach Dean Sanderson, Coach Kip Ione, excellent coaches.
That's a nice look by Gill, but just taking a little too long to load the shot.
I like that South pushed the ball up quickly, looked to be aggressive. Looks like West is going back to the 2-3 zone here. Again, Westbrook's going to take it in that corner, but on the baseline. So a little bit limiting on what you can do on that out of bounds.
You know, both teams out of the breaks really doing a great job filling those slots and positioning out of the break.
They are. And you can tell how these teams have made it. Both teams just so well coached. Both teams very well coached. And Scott on the spin move. Sladek did a nice job causing some pressure. That results in a turnover, and Munns with 2 on the other end. Minute 30 to go. West Salem pushes the lead back up to 13.
You know, and I like that Feig tried to make it hard for him, but didn't make the obvious foul, because at that point, and against who it was,
Right.
somebody that's already finished hard and well at the bucket, that's probably a smart move to not go for that foul.
Westbrook with a great rebound after the missed 3. Gets fouled. Not in the bonus yet. Sanderson with his second personal. Both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way with a minute 14 to go, but for now, the Saxons will have to take the ball on the baseline. Three from the trail. Interesting to have a trail and an out-of-bounds play, but they did there.
They did, and Gil's hit a few of those this game.
He has hit a couple nice ones. Cross-court pass. Sladek looks to give it back to Sanderson on the top. He'll initiate. Double post for the Saxons, or for the Titans, excuse me. 12 left on the shot clock. Sanderson, guarded by Westbrook High, looks for Whipple. He's going to look for a pick and roll here. Doesn't get it. Looks to attack. Wustik from the corner can't get it to go. Whipple keeps it alive, but unable to corral it as Munns, and it'll be Saxon basketball as the shot clock will be off for the final 32 seconds here. We'll see if the Saxons go for the final shot, Tori, or if maybe they try to do something a little more aggressive. We'll see what happens.
Into the game for South Salem, number 0, Ryan Collier.
Collier back into the game for the Saxons.
Yeah, I think the timing of the quarter here is actually going to be really useful for both teams. The guys are looking a little tired on the floor right now. They've been going hard.
It has been a very aggressive, high-paced third quarter.
And it's hard to push through in that third quarter, almost like a slump when you're that tired. Easier in the fourth quarter when you know it's the final push.
Absolutely. And both teams are fine just letting the Saxons have the final attempt here. West Salem didn't want to take too many chances defensively. They're in their 2-3 zone. Scott, nice penetration, kick out 3. Great job. And again, that really starts with Scott's drive to the basket, drawing that defense in, Tori.
It does. And Westbrook bring another threat up top, too, drawing that D.
Absolutely, and certainly the Saxons have made a game out of this here at the end of the third quarter. Our score is West Salem 57 on their home court versus South Salem's 50. And Tori, we have a game. You know, we weren't sure at half how it was going to go, but Saxons certainly made a game. Let's look at the highlights here.
And Scott's really just been making things happen, keeping them alive in those possessions. There you see him again.
He really has been the catalyst for them, both scoring-wise, but also creating opportunities for his teammates. See the long 3 there.
That was deeper than I remember it being. And Gil, I think that was his 4th this game. Really 3 in the second quarter, I think.
One of the highlights for the West Salem was that steal and breakaway going the other way for Jonah Munns.
And West has had some really nice passes and really seeing their guys well. You see that finish to Munns there, that cut, back cut.
Final play here at the end of the quarter. South Salem outscored West Salem 21-10 that quarter to get back into this game. And yep, double touch. Westbrook tipped it just enough, but then Munns was not able to get it. Goes off of his hands. And West starts with a turnover. And the Saxons now, Tori, have an opportunity to cut this down from a 7-point lead to 4 or 5.
Yeah, and a reminder that we were, what, 47-29 at half?
At half. Miss Bailey, we're going to get a foul there. after the rebound.
Salem foul called on number 3.
Kevin Sem with the foul for the Saxons, his third foul. First team foul, again, as the team fouls reset each quarter. Saxons apply pressure. Man-to-man, looking to trap where they can. Titans break it with ease. Sanderson with the basketball. For back door wasn't there.
Risky pass there.
Wustig step through, gets it to go. Nice play.
Well done, getting through that D.
Titans badly needed that basket to get going after turning it over in their first possession. And the Titans have switched back to a man-to-man again. There was a lot going on in that play. It's all right. I was going back and forth. It's a charge. No, he's moving. That's a charge. No, he's moving. And they called the travel, which I think was probably the best way to go with that because coaches were going to be upset on either foul call. So,
you know, we can go with neither team was doing the right thing.
And Scott just slid to the right at the last moment, or would have been in good position to take that.
Number 14, Keegan Scott, his second.
We're going to get a look here. Really, this game has been, it's physical, but not in a bad way.
Yeah, absolutely. Love how hard they played, and you're exactly right. That's a good way to put it. Very, very physical, but in a very positive way. Oh, Hawkins was open on the fake dive. And Munns gets a travel. Picked up the pivot foot before put the ball down.
West has really had, I think, about 3 key turnovers here this second half that they just can't afford right now.
Saxons with another opportunity, trailing by 9. And Westbrook throws a little bit of a lazy pass, a floater there. Munns can't get that one to go, but nice hustle coming back. Great job by Summer to follow that, not assuming that Munns was going to make the layup. Westbrook flew by. Summer with the bucket. He's going to get the foul from behind there on that end, though.
That's huge, Joe. That's why, you know, you don't just trail behind your teammate
Always.
half speed down the court, right? You need to be there on the break, too.
Always follow them, yep. Well, we'll see if we can get another trail 3 out of this for South Salem, as Scott's about 60 feet from the basket. And the Saxons can't get that one to go. Westbrook misses the bunny inside. Hawkins.
That was
nice.
Great timing by both players on that.
Great pass. Great pass, and Hawkins with the finish. And South Salem is going to take a full timeout. That'll leave them with 2 timeouts here. And look at that highlight.
Absolutely. So Munns to Hawkins there. And that's something that timing of that pass, and then Hawkins knowing when that's coming too, that's impressive to be doing that with a freshman.
Absolutely.
I feel like at this point in the season too.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's guys that have clearly put in some time working together and worked hard in practice and are clicking well as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. And you hit it right on the head there, Tori. That is not an easy pass to be precise like that off of the dribble, because you got so much momentum carry. It's very easy to airmail that one to the wall. But he took enough off it to let Summer go get it and put it down. And great job by Munns, and the Titans really needed that. And they have pushed that lead, gone on a 6-0 run here, and pushed their lead back up to 13 at 63-50. Ron Hinter, Tori Van Cleve, and our CC Media Sports crew hosting a great game here. Central Valley Conference clash between the South Salem Saxons and the home West Salem Titans. As Tori mentioned in our opening, these teams have met once before, with West Salem prevailing 83-78, and they'll get one or more time to meet after this. With the small size of the league, 5 teams in the league, they do 3 rounds of play rather than the normal 2 you see. Scott asked for the ball to be passed in the backcourt. Guarded by Wustig. Stagger double on top for Scott. Switch is made, he drives, can't get it to go, and last touch by Summer. Good hustle by the Saxons, though, again. Although they're getting up some size, they really worked hard on the boards, Tori. And, sometimes it's not about getting the rebound. It's just about keeping the ball alive.
Yeah.
Saxons on top. Westbrook fakes the back door. He has the ball on top. Guarded by Sanderson. 20 on the shot. Scott asks for pick and roll, now calls out a separate play with a different pick and roll and sends some shooters into the corners. Three can't get it to go, and Hawkins with a nice block out.
I do feel like the art of the box out has been lost a little bit, so I love when we see a good one like that.
They really have. You've seen a lot of good efforts of that tonight. Absolutely.
Maybe I'm starting to show my age a little bit there. But
no, you're right. Very underrated part of the game. That's an easy foul to call there.
Yeah. Got his arm.
You get 2 shots out of that. The foul's going to go on Westbrook. That's his fourth personal. 3rd team foul.
And we're going to get another look at that foul here that sent Hawkins to the line.
Westbrook gave the palms up. That's on me. Foul, but it's pretty easy call on that one. Westbrook will get a break. Braden Fleener returns, along with, looks like Jackson LePray back in the game for the Saxons. Hawkins missed the first, gets second to go. Pushes the Titans lead back up to 1 at 64-50. The crowd wanted to travel. I think that was a right non-call. Again, the officiating crew has done a fantastic job tonight. Hawkins goes with the left, did a nice job protecting his body, but I don't think he realized, nor did I realize, that Scott can get up even that high. I mean, we've seen him get up high tonight sometimes, but that was very impressive to make that block.
That was pretty athletic and good timing.
Lustig on top. Looks to attack on the drive, loses control of the ball. Summer comes up with it, spins, double teamed, tries to go up, can't get it to go. Hawkins with the rebound. Out to Munz. Board. Nice fake by Sanderson, can't get the shot to go. Saxons with a nice block out, keeping Summer off the boards, and they push it the other way with Scott. And they're going to give him the bucket on the drive. Lustig with his first personal.
West there just got caught standing up a little too much. You know what Scott's been doing this game. You got to know he's got to drive at that point.
Absolutely. Scott with an opportunity to get the three-point play and cut this Titans lead to 11. Right now it sits at 64-52, a little over halfway to go in the fourth quarter of the Central Valley Conference matchup between South and West. Scott hits the free throw, cuts the lead to 11. And Titans bring the ball up with some pressure at half court. Sanderson with the dribble handoff to Munz, over to Lustig. And just a little late on the pass.
I think that was Fleener with the steal on that.
Fleener with steal, read that pass well.
And
Fleener
the board.
with the rebound and put back.
He says, I'll make that possession happen.
Absolutely. He did. Steal on one end, rebound put back on the other end. Braden Fleener for 2. Munz with the nice play, can't get it to go, leaves it short. Second shot's blocked, and the Saxons come the other way.
It was a good board and put back by Lustig, though. And then he picks up a foul on this end.
Evan Lustig with his second personal, third team foul. Both teams with 3 team fouls right now before the shot was taken. Full 60-second timeout taken by West Salem. Both teams have 2 timeouts left. Get our score here with 3:43 to go in the third quarter. West Salem 64, South Salem 55, Ron Hentner, Tori Van Cleve, and our CC Media Sports crew bringing you the Central Valley Conference action.
All right, Coach Hittner, what are we seeing from West when we come back out? Are they switching up their D?
You know, I like what they've done so far. I like the man. I like the man at this point.
I do too.
I think the man, you know, because again with man, you can do similar things that you want to do out of the zone by playing man, whether that be collapsing and stopping the drives. And I think right now when they came out of that zone and Scott got hot and hit those threes, that's one of the downsides of a zone. The ball movement, like you said earlier, good ball movement is going to leave guys open in a zone. And they were hot enough, you don't want that to happen.
And it's harder to do pressure right, too.
Right.
You can do it, but it's going to be harder out of the zone. And I think they're feeding off of that energy really well right now.
Absolutely. We'll see what Coach Kip Ione comes out with for South Salem. Again, Coach Ione, longtime coach at Willamette University. What a great hire for South to get him to be coaching them. Done a great job at South in his first year. Westbrook will start with the ball on the baseline for the Saxons and on their end of the court.
Both teams clearly well coached, as you said. I've been very impressed by their effort and discipline.
Scott comes back, gets the ball. Again, they started with the full shot clock, so plenty of time here. Scott asks for the screen, goes the other way with it. He scores. Foul's going to be on Sanderson.
Scott again having a great game, finishing at the bucket.
He really is, Tori, and that's going to put the Saxons in the bonus the rest of the way.
I think here we're going to see that drive into the paint. And a good job drawing that contact, too.
Really tough shot, used his body well. Finishes a tough one, cuts it to 7. This is the closest the Saxon have been since first quarter. The lead is 6 at 64-58. Plenty of time left, 3.5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Summer handling the ball, and again, that's what we were talking about earlier. When you've got that forward motion on the dribble, sometimes it's too easy to airmail that pass, and that's what happened there.
Yeah, that momentum just carries it forward.
And now the Saxons with an opportunity to cut into a 6-point lead. Scott with the attack. Just over 3 minutes to go here, fourth quarter. Scott will get the ball back at the top. Asks for the pick and roll again, goes the opposite way with it. Pass underneath is just a little low, and we're going to get a foul. Looks like maybe on Summer, maybe. It's either Summer or Woostig, we'll see. Call it on Munns.
We're going to take a look at that here. And again, that dish, right idea, just wrong placement of the ball. Westbrook still able to get to the line, though.
Westbrook gets the first one. Munns with the reach in down low, gets his third personal, 15 foul against South. In the bonus the rest of the way. They still have one foul to give on the other end. Westbrook with the opportunity to cut this to 4. Bucket goes. And we have a 4-point Titan lead. Again, the closest it's been since the first quarter.
Free throws are huge.
Munns on top. 3-guard dribble handoff, and we're going to get a foul. It's like with the body. Coach Ione likes the aggressiveness. Fouls on number 12. Brett Gill. Second personal. That one doesn't hurt him. It goes to the fourth, but they will be, both teams will be in the bonus the rest of the way now. 2:39 to go. Fresh 35 for the Titans in front of their student section. Ball comes into Woostig.
This game could come down to the free throw line.
Really could, Tori. Nice play, and we're going to get a foul.
Nice dish over the Summer.
Fleener gets his third personal.
Summer at the line, shooting 1 for West Salem.
And Summer with a big bucket for the Titans. Looks like Whipple's going to come in probably for, looks like he's in for the shooter, Summer. Summer can't get it to go. He'll stay in the game. We're going to get a foul over the top. That's going to result in free throws at the other end. Hawkins with his 4th personal. Hit by Owen. Nice job giving his guys just a little free timeout on the side here as they walk to the other end. And this is something that, you know, again, good coaching. You don't have to be on the line for that first shot there. It's a 2-shot foul, so you just have to get there after the first one. Opportunity for him to talk to 4 of his guys if they want to switch up some strategy. High archer off to the left. Whipple in for Summer. Summer's played a nice game.
Last 5 minutes of the game, hardest time to shoot a free throw.
It really is. And second shot also doesn't go. Ball curls around and Sanderson corrals it.
Nice look up the floor.
Smart play by the Titans. Woostig didn't have anything there, didn't force it. They're ahead. They don't need to force that. Sanderson in the corner. Hawkins is playing with 4 fouls.
The clock management here, hugely important.
Scott with the tip away. Munns is going for the steal, and we're going to get a foul on the rebound, I believe.
Number 12, Brett Gill, his 3rd.
Fouls on Gill, his 3rd personal. Boy, Tori, that was quite a turnaround here.
It was, yeah. Here's Scott coming down.
You know, and the key there is, again, the hustle backs. West Salem had 2 guys back to allow Munns to run by and take himself out of rebounding position because he had another player coming to rebound.
Yeah, it gives you the luxury of not having to risk drawing that foul in that situation.
And Munns did just enough to throw Scott off to miss it. Sanderson with the rebound and pays off as he hits the first shot coming the other way. Second one doesn't go. But he does extend the Titan lead to 7 at 67-70. We're just under 2 minutes to go here at West Salem High School. Big game in the Central Valley Conference. Scott with the drive, crossover, can't get it to go. Brings it back out. Looks, 3, that's a tough shot. And Whipple just not able to control it. Throws it just past Evan Woostig. And it'll be back to the Saxons. Saxons are going to take a timeout. They're going to take a 60-second timeout. That leaves them with 1 30-second timeout left. West Salem has 2 60-second timeouts left.
You know, I think if either coach right now has got to be talking about, right, hey, keep your cool in a close game like this for different reasons, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and we'll see if, you know, what South does, what sort of maybe different pressure they might apply here. They just have the 1 timeout left, a 30-second timeout. So they're limited on what they can use that for. They don't want to, you know, use it too early. Really want to probably save it till the very end if they can. But we'll see if they come out with more full court pressure. They've done some run and jumps, and they did some 2-2-1 for a while. Had some success with that in the first half. But mostly they've been kind of a man-to-man run and jump. We'll see if they switch that up here. Again, both teams in the bonus down the stretch here, which could, as you said earlier, play a significant factor here as we're going to be could be at the free throw line.
Yeah, I know you and I were talking about this at halftime, but it's such a difference and really does change the game from when I played. Of, you know, going to double bonus at 5 and restarting at the quarter and fouls and going to the line. That's a big deal.
Absolutely. Huge possession here for both teams, but certainly the Saxons really need a bucket. It wouldn't be impossible if they don't score, but boy, it'll help them a ton if they do. Westbrook tried to get the drive, nothing was there. Scott's lined up on the far side, rotates to the wing, they kick it to him. Pass, I think he was ready to shoot that thing. The pass just wasn't there.
Some really good D by West there.
Great D by West, knocks the ball away. Sanderson, Woostig, and he's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
I think we're going to get a look at that last foul here. Well done by Moostig on drawing that contact. Making it a little obvious, maybe, but...
Moostig misses the first one. That's one as a coach, you're going, no, pull it back out. But you get the foul, get to the free throw line, but hopefully you can make some free throws.
Yeah.
Misses both. And Westbrook, we might have a travel. And now we'll see what kind of pressure South is going to put on here.
You know, both times down the floor, guys trying to keep the momentum, make things happen. But in both cases, maybe pulling it back out, looking for a different shot. Manage the clock just a little bit better.
It's like a 1-2-2. Nope, they're going to man-to-man, run and jump again. Westbrook almost knocks it away. Sanderson asks for the foul, doesn't get it. Hawkins smart in the corner. The Saxons, if they're going to foul, are going to have to foul early. Gill picks up his fourth personal. Sanderson at the line, shoot 2.
The way that Westbrook responded after that attempted reach and the no call, I thought maybe they were trying to go for that foul a little earlier.
And the Titans having trouble putting this one away. They missed 3 in a row at the free throw line. Whipple back in. Summer. Coaches going to their strategy, offense, defensive substitutions here in the last minute. 47 seconds to go. Titans miss another one. They're giving the Saxons opportunities. Scott pushes the ball up quickly. We'll see what he does here. And he draws the foul. Looks like it's going to be on Woostig. Third personal on Woostig, and Scott will go to the line shooting 2. Again, I like that South is pushing that ball up and just trying to make something happen. At this point, you really got to do that. Lots of substitutions again, offense, defense. Coach Ione gives the double fist signal here. We'll see if that's their run and jump again. Looks like he's asked them also to, if they don't get the steal, maybe to foul right away, which is very smart. See if you can get an early steal or a trap, and if not, get the foul immediately. And almost.
That was almost a dream come true right there.
Almost led to 2 off the steal, but Fleener gets up his 4th foul for South. Well, so far, Tori, this last minute, free throw advantage goes to South as they're 2 for 2 and West is 0 for 4. So we'll see what if Evan Woostig can break that cycle for the Saxons. These will be big free throws. He hits one. No doubt about that one. Woostig steps up. And the 6'1" junior knocks down the first one. He'll have another opportunity to extend this lead back to 7.
That's where having that experience as a junior, too, really helps mentally.
Absolutely. Second free throw goes, no doubt about that one either. 2 clean ones for Woostig. Scott pushes the ball up quickly. 3 partially blocked. And we're going to get a tie-up on the rebound. And
there's a lot going on right there.
Possession arrow favors the Saxons. And South Salem will take their final timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. As Coach Ione recognizes the importance of drawing up a play here, they really have to score quickly out of this baseline out of bounds play.
You're not out of it yet, but this possession you got to score.
You have to score. Yeah, it's going to be really difficult to win if they don't get it on this one. If they can get this one, a 2 or a 3,
it's possible.
They cut it to 4 or 5. It's a 2-possession game, and again, kudos to Woostig for hitting those 2 free throws. But they've seen West miss some free throws, so if they can get a steal or a quick foul, they still have a shot. But you're right, The key is step one, got to score here. Again, no timeouts left for the Saxons. West Salem does have 2 timeouts left for Coach Sanderson should he need to use them. And 3, well executed play. Scott gets it to go.
Go. South got to put the pressure on here.
And quickly fouls. Scott fouls. Well done. 3rd foul on Scott.
Looks like we have Sanderson going to the line.
Number 14, Keegan Scott.
I think that's right, Tori.
Walking to the line.
Sanderson, who missed a couple of free throws just about a minute ago. Even more pressure on these. It'll still be a 2-possession game technically if he hits both, one or both. We really want to get at least one here, yeah. That's big. It makes it a 5-point game, which is a 2-possession game, but that means it's a 2 and a 3 versus 2 twos. Second one goes. It's going to be tough for South now. They're going to have to score quickly and foul quickly. Scott smartly attacks the basket. And
there's that old-fashioned three-pointer.
Yep.
As an opportunity here.
And that's one where Woostig, you just back away. When you get beat off the drive.
You just, yeah.
At this point, the 2's not going to hurt you, but the 3 could.
And that's where you got to know what the spread is, right? And what your options are.
Yeah, by giving him a 3-point opportunity, he can make it a 1-possession game now versus if he did just give up the layup, it's still a 2-possession game.
Yeah.
Game's probably over at that point. Scott hits it. Again, they're going to have to look for a quick foul. Game's not over yet. 3-point game. Fourth foul on Sim. Sanderson goes down with really here, Tori, probably an opportunity to ice this thing if he can hit one.
Yep.
If he hits 1 or 2, they're good to go. Just get away from everybody.
As long as you're smart on the other end.
Yeah, make them work the ball up a couple of seconds and then get out of the way and let them shoot. They don't have any timeouts left to stop the clock. And that's really the key, right? Is if they had a timeout left, you have to be a little more concerned about the clock. But here, they can't stop it. So it's they could score and you can just let the clock run out at this point. Second one goes. Sanderson hits 4 in a row here down the stretch. Nice job. Scott, pull up. Hits the 3. And that'll do it. As Tegan Scott hits a big bucket there, but not enough for the Saxons. Our final score here at West Salem High School, West Salem 73, South Salem 71. A really nice win for West Salem, Tori. But boy, kudos to South Salem for fighting back from an 18-point deficit and down by 22 at one point.
Absolutely.
And really having an opportunity late in this game. Came down to Sanderson and a couple of late free throws, or they may have had an opportunity at the last second shot to tie this thing.
Oh, it was absolutely anybody's game. And we talked about that. It really felt like that for much of the game. But it's impressive mentally to just stick with it, chip away, continue working hard. And what a fun shot to finish on.
Yeah, it was. Scott. And Scott had a huge game for the Saxons. He really was the catalyst for them. They had others that had nice games as well. Like I said, Gill hit some nice shots. Of course, Westbrook had some nice plays as well. But Scott just had a great game for the Saxons and really kept them in it in the second half. Again, being even more aggressive than he was in the first half and hitting some shots, making some things happen. But again, got to give credit to West Salem hanging in there, hitting some late free throws. And Jacob Sanderson, after missing 2 free throws with about a minute or so to go, ends up hitting 4 down the stretch, which really salted that thing away. Evan Woostig with a couple of big free throws as well. And But what a fun game to watch,
Absolutely.
right? Because you had two really well-coached teams. Both these are well-known coaches, experienced coaches, but you saw them in action tonight, strategy back and forth, making adjustments. But then two teams have played really hard as well all night.
They did. And you can tell that these guys enjoy playing together. They respect their coaches. They're responding to those in-game adjustments. Like, we're seeing those things on the court. That's just fun basketball to watch. And it's fun to play.
It really is. And both these teams now will continue on in league play as we look at the league standings. West Salem with the win moves to 5-2, which depending on how Sprague does tonight, Sprague was 5-1 going into tonight. South Salem drops to 3-4, which puts them a game ahead of McNary, who was 2-5, and North Salem 2-5. But again, those top three spots get automatic bids. But really bigger than that is the fourth place team, whether it end up being whoever that's there right now, is doing well enough with their OSA standings to get that that at-large bid as well.
Absolutely.
Right. And so the big thing is kind of looking at those positions 1 through 16 to try to win what you can to stay in that top 16 to get a hosting game in the first round. So.
Yeah. And small conference, they're going to see each other again. Every game matters always, but especially in a smaller conference like this, everybody's right in it. You're going to see these fun games and these matchups over and over again. It's going to be really fun.
Final thought from you on each of the teams. If you're West Salem, what do you take from this?
I was impressed how the guys kept their cool. That's hard when you got somebody chipping away at the end of the game. I thought their leadership just did really great on the floor, keeping their cool. And South, I mean, you hit the nail on the head. I think just keeping with it, keeping that energy, and knowing that there's a chance, and still working hard.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, our final score here from West Salem High School in this Central Valley Conference matchup. West Salem holds on to beat South Salem in what turned out to be a very exciting game, especially in the second half. West Salem 73 at home against South Salem 71. On behalf of Tori Van Cleve and our entire CC Media sports crew, this is Ron Henner. Thanks for joining us here tonight on CC Media. We'll see you again next game. Good night, everyone.